Hey everyone, it's Kirsten here taking over the Pentatonics Holiday Music Box. I have a very, very special guest today. Her name is Angie Banicki. She is a tarot card reader, and I have known her since 2018. And I first met her like right when I just moved to New York, and it was such a new space and I was in such a new state of life. And a friend actually recommended her to me, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. I've never done tarot before. I'm gonna try it out. And it was amazing. She is just so intuitive and so kind and so sweet, and I feel like since then has really helped in guiding my energy and my soul and just everything, and making sure I'm staying on the right track with my goals and intentions, and just making sure that I'm safe and I'm good. And I just love her very much. Yay. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. And also, I just want to add, I mean, Kirsten, what did we figure out recently? Like, you've got the magic.
Oh,
I think everyone needs to know it's in your numbers that you are the future seer also. So I know how much when they reached out to do this with you, I was like, she's magical. I want to do everything with her.
I know, I was so excited.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I know last time I saw Angie, I was taking her tarot class, which she also has, which is so exciting. That's been really fun. So I would definitely want to get back into all of that as well. But today we are doing holiday horoscopes to get you prepared and ready for the holiday season. So I'm so excited. Yeah.
So here we go. Let's dive right in.
Yeah, let's do it.
So everyone, what we're gonna do, I can kind of break it down for them if you want.
Yeah,
we're gonna go through every sign, and what we want to send you off with is sort of some advice for you during the holidays. Like, how can you, based on your sign, approach the holidays this year? Like, what do you need to know? What do you need to embody? What is some good advice? And so we thought we're going to pull lots of different cards. You'll see it's going to be hopefully fun for you. And we may even have some music for you too.
Yes. Angie always pairs with music, which I think is really, really cool. I don't know if you want to go more into that, but I just think that's so amazing. I've never heard of anyone that does that, and I think it's so special.
So what I love to do, and I kind of discovered this, and this is another parallel with, I had you guys on my music list, and I didn't even realize. Remember that one day when I figured it out? And
yes.
I was like, oh my God, I love your music, and I didn't even know it was you. What?
I know. I was like, yeah. I saw one of our songs on your astrology newsletters one time, and I was like, yay. I was like, yes,
because I love your music. So I have a list that I hit shuffle. It's like, I don't know, 1,300 songs or something wild. And I just add songs that I like or people that I like in there. And I just hit shuffle. And so that is playing right now. I think the music is warming us up for what we're about to go into, because the song playing right now is Prayer in C by Lily Wood. So if there's a good song for you, we'll throw that in too, or we may have some for you after the fact. So should we dive right into Aries?
Let's dive in. Yes.
Okay, I've never done this live before, so I think it's gonna be really fun, but it's a little like, ooh. Okay, so what do we need to tell our Aries for this holiday season? What can we get? Ooh, cards are flying. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, so Aries, there's like a very emotional feminine energy around you. So I would say if you're tapping into your feminine, and maybe if you're a doodly dude, that might be connecting to your mom because there's a very like warmth to you, and it's showing me you have some, and this is interesting for the holidays, you have some opportunities coming up, or things are showing up for you that are going to really expand your career, expand where you're going. And it's important that you're playing with these choices or options, or really thinking about, ooh, where could that take me? So this holidays is getting you excited. I also pulled a card that says premonition prophecy, which feels very you maybe, I don't know, watch your dreams or see what you're kind of, again, that's that feminine side, right? The divine feminine. Also, oh my goodness. And your song, Aries, the music just changed to Fireball by Pitbull.
And Aries. It's perfect.
Yes, right? And finally, in closing, you are meant to channel Kate Bush. This should be your going into holiday season. Never let go of mystery. Cultivate nostalgia for what never was. Ooh, that feels important somehow with going back to see family. The arrows of desire are sometimes dipped in poison.
Whoa.
Which feels like maybe some of those choices you're playing with, right? And what are you shooting off with your career and what's dipped in poison? Or maybe some love.
Wow. That's very exciting. I love that.
Feels pretty good, right?
Feels really good.
Okay. Should we go to the next?
Taurus, this is me.
All right. Taurus, what do we got for you? Let's see. What are we telling our Taurus right now? What does Taurus need to know? Okay. Taurus. Ooh. Okay. You are, well, first of all, it's crazy how you and Aries both have the same future card, which is the Chariot. And the Chariot is that expansion I was talking about. That's like, I also would just say, if you have the opportunity, if you're traveling at all, which many of us are in the holidays, that feels really good. But it's funny for you, Taurus, the holidays are really, it sounds kind of cheesy, but it really is all about giving. Like if you look at this, it's like what's going to feel good for you and what's also going to make you feel expansive in where you're going is like giving, so it could even be charity work, or doing, even just gift giving, I would really, if you're not always into gift giving this year, Taurus, like dive in and go crazy with your gift. Maybe you want to get some gifts. I mean, I feel like Kirsten, you have some great product for gift giving.
Yes.
Not to be doing a little shameless plug there for you.
Yes. Get some Harmony candles.
Yes.
I love it.
Great gift. Also, there's something for you. I just want to show this picture for you, Kirsten. It says recovery. And if you see, there's a key.
Yes.
There's like the wise one. It almost feels like let yourself, I'm just going to read from this book, but there's something that you're letting you give yourself. Oh, it's the lilac key. Greta wakes to find painful childhood memories around her room. In the distance appears a huge wooden door with a white light streaming through the keyhole. As Greta tries to gather up her painful memories, they melt and form into a great lilac key. She places the key in the door and a wave of fear engulfs her. The door opens and everything recedes. Clarity comes. Survival is no longer enough. Am I ready to live in my inspired future? Keyword: regeneration, understanding, courage, and genuineness. Whew.
Wow.
So I would say there's some recovery of the past as you're with your family, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever's coming up around family stuff, even if you're not with them, and it's aligning your life is the other, what is not aligned or what needs to change.
Wow. I love that. I know I'm excited to see all my family this Christmas, and I need to get on my Christmas shopping. I'm so behind this year.
Gift giving, it's going to make you feel good.
I know. Maybe I'll give them all gifts, and then I'll talk to them about all my past trauma, and then I'll do the gifts first.
I don't even think you need to talk about it though. What that felt to me is almost like by going home, it's bringing it up to shift it. And it's sort of like this beautiful, because this picture to me is like almost like it turns into this key where it's like you're stepping into your future, like you're stepping past all of it. I felt like it's like happening, almost like just allow it to happen.
Yeah. The story of my life that you tell me, just let it happen. Just I know. I love that.
All right. Should we go to
Taurus.
Gemini?
Yes, Gemini.
All right. What do we need to know about Gemini. I will tell you what's been coming up. If you're into spirit animal, I've been getting this for Gemini, weird signs, but deer is I would go look up your spirit animal, deer, and I'll let you find Gemini. I'll let you discover what you're meant to discover there. But there's something with deer for you. Oh, ooh, Gemini. Gemini for you. Gemini. You're working through Gemini. You're working through you are right to have been questioning things or people in your life. Like, you are not wrong. You are starting to see a stronger boundary. And this is going to be a huge release for you. There's this idea of the song playing right now is This Disorder by the Features. Because it's sort of like, it's almost like you're starting to see how you need to take care of yourself. So that could be with different Gemini, that could be in partnership. That I know for a few of my clients, that's around partnership and sort of having to set boundaries or see what isn't working or how it needs to work or not work. And because it's showing me the 2 sevens. And so it says, you're right to question. It doesn't mean that things have to completely end or that you have to go, but it means that you need to be really strong in knowing where you want to go. And you're going to feel a release in that and be almost supported in setting up those boundaries for yourself. And well, and this card I pulled it's so interesting. It's like a woman ballerina holding the face of a moon or like a baby. And it says, no rain today. Let me just see if I'm supposed to tell you anything else there. Comfort, positive view of life, energy, shine. In this card, we see the sun banishing a crying cloud. That's what the release is, right? So Gemini, it's almost like it's hard, but then it's like, I feel comforted. And the song switched to I Will Be There by Odessa. So it goes from like disorder to I will be there. On dark days, turn your face toward the sun and let the shadows fall behind you. Slip on your, so Gemini, slip on your dancing shoes, if only for a moment, and let the energy move through your body. Surround yourself with positive, happy people to foster an environment where you can shine. Oh,
I love that.
So good.
That's a great read for all the
Geminis. I pulled his movement. Gemini really, even if you don't dance, you need to keep it moving. That's your job over the holidays. Like, go for a run, like go on the Peloton, like go take a dance class, start a dance party in the room.
I love that. What a great reading.
Right? It's kind of fun. Okay. All right. Next, we have Cancer, our beautiful feeling, emotional Cancer. What do we need to look at for our Cancers? What do we need to know, Cancers? You need to, it's funny, the other talked about the sun, because Cancer, for you, you need to pretend like it's summer in the winter. It's almost like the emotions, the darkness of winter. Because I get summer, which could also mean summer is, you're going to have a big summer. But I would say this also is like, because winter can be it's like, right, things slowing down, things feel like a little heavier. And it's like, pretend it's summer a little bit. And for you, your work, Cancer, is to really, you're in surrender mode. So it's almost like your partner's like, I want to do this. You're like, all right, I'm along for the ride. You go see, you had plans to go do something with friends and they want to change the plans. You are along for the ride. And this is going to help you. It's funny because it's weird. It's showing up as like, it's actually going to help your boundaries in the long run. But right now, I know that sounds weird, but it reads as though right now you're just along for the ride. Because then, I think that's it. Because then when you do have a stance on things, you get to be very specific. But the best way for you to be this holiday is like, I'm along for the ride. Just like, take me where you want to take me. Let's go. And I get really tuning into your heart, like your inner temple is super important right now. Are we ready for Leo?
Yes. And Mitch is a Leo. So this is Mitch's sign.
All right, Mitch, what do we have for you? Let's see. What are we giving for our Leos and for Mitch? What do we need to know? Let's see here. We have our Leo. Where are we sending you this holiday season? Leo. Okay, Leo is like, Leo, you're like stepping into your, you are stepping into some like psychic power here. Like there's a very powerful intuition or a knowing where it wants me to tell Leos, like, don't try to control the process right now. And even if that sometimes feels like you're losing it's really positive, but it's like, you might not feel quite grounded or like what's happening to me. I don't know, maybe you're feeling a little more tired or you're feeling like, what is this weird energy? And it's like wanting me to tell your intuition, you're becoming stronger in where you're going. And it's so funny. The song playing right now is Girl Talk and it's called Play Your Part. And and Leo, for you, you need to spend lots of time in the kitchen.
Fun.
So Leo, you should be cooking this holiday season as much, even if you're not a chef, find some recipes, go there. Also, I'm getting learning. So books, anything that you feel like you're stimulating your maybe it's an online class or like a workshop or a book that you've been like really wanting to read. This holiday season is like, you get kitchen and learning.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah, right? Also, it's less of the Leo. Like none of these cards feel like Leo to me because Leo's like, shine, right? And all this is like, no. We're going to go in.
Yeah.
Okay. So Next
is Virgo. And also Scott is a Virgo. So this is Scott's side. Yeah.
All right, Scott.
All the Virgos out there. And Beyonce.
And Beyonce. Right. What do we need to know for our Virgos? Virgos out there, what's going on with that? All right, so Virgo, which is so funny because you're actually also an earth sign, and one of the cards I pulled says keepers of the earth. So I would say anything, taking care of your plants, watering your plants, doing some like digging in the earth feels really good. And it feels important that you are grounding in that, Virgo. So going for walks in nature or even going and standing outside barefoot feels really good for you over the holidays, because I'm also seeing more travel around the Virgos, even if it just feels like you're meant to have movement. So even if you're like, well, my family's nearby or we're not going anywhere, I would say go for a drive, or like, if you get invited to dinner, something like go, because the movement feels really good. Also, Virgo, you've got some big change ahead. And I wonder if around these holidays you can feel what's happening. There's some bigger change, maybe big career change, maybe some bigger life change. And it reads, focus on the positives of that, because it feels like there's almost this like, you're like, oh my God, it's a lot of change. It's like, but it's also really exciting. So go with that. And I get, Virgo, you should be channeling Iggy Pop. Don't waste time growing up. Turn rejection into an art form. If you want inspiration, you have to sneak up on it and catch it unaware.
I love that.
Cool? Right?
I feel like that's so perfect for Scott. I love this.
Oh, good.
I can't wait for him to hear. Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Libra.
Yes. And we're back to back signs. Kevin is a Libra.
Kevin's a Libra. Okay.
Yes.
What do we need to know for Kevin and our Libras? What do we need to know this holiday season as we're going in? What can we send them off with? Let's see, Libra. Libra. Well, Kevin, I don't know if you've been feeling this, but the cards are showing Libra, you've been really, and this reads it's already happened, but it's like, you've been really in some like emotional stuff and it's felt a little chaotic. But the good news is you've moved past, I think the Libras that are listening to this are going to know, because I'm getting flashes of all these clients and I'm like, oh yeah, that Libra. There's been a lot. And you've survived it, and it's almost like good job. So now just let yourself, it's almost like that's behind you now. So you don't have to worry about feeling that anymore. So now just let yourself let go a little bit, just like, let yourself be right where you're at and not feeling like you need to control the next thing or make something happen with your career or like worry too much about relationship, which I will also say, Libra, I'm getting the soulmate card for you. So I would say, if you were in relationship and you just worked through all that, I feel like you're finally seeing how this relationship energy there, or perhaps if you're single, there's that soulmate energy coming for you. So all I know, this is like, it's really good. And the other piece of advice I will just throw out there, and I'm not sure exactly what this means, Libra, but it says, make something implied more definite. So, maybe that's like a love conversation that's being a little more clear, or maybe it's asking for something. Make something implied more definite.
So good.
There we go.
I can't wait for everyone to listen to theirs, because I can just like by knowing them and how we've been working just in time for the upcoming holidays, because we're building our tour and we've been so busy lately. Like I can see how everyone could be perceiving these things, especially with what's going on in their lives. And I'm like, I can't wait to show this to them.
Oh, good. Okay,
like some of the things you're saying. Is Scorpio.
All right, Scorpio.
Yes.
What do we need to tell our Scorpios for this holiday season? What are we looking at, Scorpios? Where are we sending you? Scorpio. Scorpio. You've got some important conversations. Talk about Scorpio. You are in this energy of like, you are in it's almost like you're in your power, where maybe you haven't felt as strong. You're in that strength now. And it's important for you. It shows up that things are coming for you, like new projects or possibilities that I almost feel like you're like, I want to do this, or like, this feels really exciting. But I'm going to have to figure it out with this, because it reads in a way that's like, be open, but don't just say yes right away. It's like talking it out and saying, oh, well, I would need this much money. Or like, I love this idea, but this is what I would need support in. So it feels really important. And I would add that, Scorpio, that in your relationship, it might be some of that same energy. So if you're in relationship and things are happening for you, being able to have that, here's where I need support from you for our relationship to be better. So Scorpio, now's the time for you to, because it's almost like your heart is opening for more of what you love, what you're passionate about in your work, what you're passionate about in relationship, but make sure you're using your voice. And you'll know what I mean, because it's not just talking to be talking. It's like when you feel that you want to say something, but you're like, oh, do I want to say that? It's like, say it. And your song is Shake Your Body. by Casey and the Sunshine Band.
Hey.
And Scorpio, you need to be channeling Kendrick Lamar. Become the cure, not the symptom. Don't demand respect, command it. You can be broke without being broken. Okay.
Okay.
That could be money conversations too, huh?
I love that. Don't demand, command the respect, and use your voice. Like, really find your inner power. I love that.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
Yeah, here we go.
Scorpio. Okay, and then the next is Sagittarius. And Angie, correct me if I'm wrong, but so we can look at all of these. Like, Taurus is my sun, but moon and rising, I'm a double Sag. So I can kind of like look at this as well, right?
I'm so glad you said that. I fully believe, I think we should all always read both, because sometimes you feel, I know in the ones I read, I felt my rising and my sun, you know? Like, I was like, oh, I know this is working because it feels right for me.
You're like, oh, it's here, yeah.
Yeah. So, if you do know your rising sign, definitely listen in for that as well. So if anyone's interested in figuring out your rising sign, we get our rising sign. It's based on the time that we're born. So if you're born in the morning, in the evening, and the way that you have to find this out is you have to go onto a website and pull up your birth chart, and it has you put in your birthday, your birth time, your birth city, and it will pull everything up, and then it'll show you either rising sign or ascendant sign, and then you'll know you have your sun sign and your rising sign. And there's a website, astro.com, that you can go. I know they have a birth chart thing for free. You can go in and put all of that information in and figure it out.
Yeah, and I actually highly recommend it, because I feel like when I did my birth chart, it was really cool because you're getting so much more information. It's a much more well-rounded approach to who you are as a person. Obviously, if you're getting any more information, it would be much more well-rounded. But it's been so interesting to find those different pieces, because we all have so many different pieces of ourselves as well. So it really just helps round everything out. And I just found it to be really interesting too.
Yeah, it's super fun. Okay, let's see. What do we need to tell our Sag and our Sag rising? Let's see. Okay. Ooh, Sag. It's so funny because there's an element here. I think this might be the first card where it's coming up like, don't be afraid to work. Like, you should be working on your creative project, like the things that feel good to you. Sag, it's not saying go work. You should be working at your job and doing what they tell you to do. This is more like, you're like, but I have this side thing, or I like love doing this thing. The cards are like, work on that. Work on the things that creatively inspire you, and don't worry about how you're going to make money on it. It's not about working for the money. It's working because you love it, and like do that. Do that, and it will feel good. It's so funny, Kirsten, that you got this card, both Sag and Taurus.
That's wild. Oh my gosh.
Right? So the card I held up was the Six of Pentacles, which is about giving.
Yeah.
So it really shows up in both, and with the Sag part of it, it's like coupled with this like working. Also, and it really is. I pulled the Winter card for you, Sag. So like winter feels like it's actually like warm. Winter's warm and cozy for you. Like it all feels good. And you're and the song just switched to "You Spin Me Around" by Deja Vu. And you're channeling John Cage. Don't fall in love with your first idea. Surrender to chance. All great art contains at its center contemplation. So maybe that creative work I was picking up on is like how you're starting to formulate here. You know, it's like maybe even just that work.
Yeah. And being free in the space to do it too. I love that. Yay.
Yeah. Yay, Sag. Oh yeah. Oh my God, I forgot to turn this one over. Also, I had pulled Workaholic.
It's me.
But it's almost like this, like, don't be the workaholic, but like work on this, right? The contemplation work. I mean,
yeah, I've definitely been feeling that lately, because I feel like there's so much going on right now, and it is just like, whoa, just breathe through it, like take a pause, like really focus on the things you need done. Sometimes it all feels like it's like all right up in your face. And I definitely been feeling that lately, but it's like, no, just take it piece by piece, like really gather it, really handle each one as they can, as you can. And I feel that.
And it feels worth it, that it's like, maybe it could be a little overwhelming, but that all felt like,
yeah, definitely.
As long as you're loving what you do, which I know you do.
Yes. And winter is the great time because we're going on tour.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, I know. So all the travel too, we're doing a Christmas tour. So I'm like, this is all perfect.
Oh my God.
We will be traveling. So I'm glad that it's showing up as a good thing in the cards.
I love it. Okay, cool.
All right. Capricorn is next. Another earth sign.
Capricorn. What are we telling Capricorns? All right, Caps. What do we have for you? You know what? I'm going to pull one of these from my Capricorns. Well, Capricorn, there's more of this masculine energy around you in a way that feels so, the way that I said at the beginning, for Aries, there was more of this feminine and connecting to the mother. For Capricorn, I get more of the connecting to the father, or connecting to really connecting more to your masculine side, even, or maybe if you're a woman, leaning on if you have a male partner, because I'm picking up on a lot of that. Also, Capricorn, I get this almost like warning to be like, you really need to take care of yourself. Like if you're a Capricorn who's trying to work too hard or do too much, I get this, it will affect your health. You will be, if you don't take care of yourself, you'll get pushed down almost to take care of yourself. So it feels so important that you are really giving yourself enough rest, drinking enough water, doing all of the things to take care of it, not drinking too much at the holidays, not overdoing anything, not eating too much even. It really feels like health is important for you around this time. And the song just switched to Tenderest by Val Emmett. But it's like you got to be tender with yourself now. There's very much this in a way that it shows. And the only other thing I would say for Capricorn is that there's a tapping into your soul purpose, that whatever this holiday season is helping you connect more to almost who you want to be, what you want to give to the world. There's a little bit more of that energy showing up for you. So pay attention to those synchronicities or those signs. And really, I got Dream Guide. So I would really watch your dreams for some, because it feels like it's not like you're gonna write and realize your dreams, or you're gonna have something happen. It's more like you're just gonna get a knowing. It might be in a dream. And but last one for this feels really good for Capricorn. Share. Nothing becomes a legend more than not giving a damn. Which feels like the help, right?
The queen.
Bad taste trumps no taste any day. Lovers come and lovers go, but sequins are forever.
I love that.
Which is fun.
That's a great one. Right. I feel I'm cycling through all the people I know. I'm like, yes, totally.
I know, me too. Me too. I'm like, so yeah, they need to hear that.
I love this too, because as you're going through all these signs, I'm thinking of people that I know. And exactly as you just said, it's also as a way to kind of interact with those people too. If you have people that are on your heart, to me, when you're saying some of these things, people immediately come to my heart. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll keep that in mind when I see them or when I'm interacting with them or what they need. It's just kind of a nice way to handle all your...
That's why I love you so much, though, because you're thinking about everyone else. It's so beautiful.
I was like, yeah, this really person, I would love this person to hear it, or this person needs that. I hope that works out for this person.
Totally.
And for everyone listening.
Exactly.
Okay. Great. Okay. Up next, we have our Aquarius, Matsali, and all the Aquariuses out there.
All right. Wait, who's Aquarius?
Matt.
Yes. All right, Matt. What do we have for you? Let's see. Okay. Our Aquarius. Aquarius. What do we need to know for our Aquarius? Okay. Ooh, Aquarius. Okay, your card. Oh, wow. Well, first of all, I'm getting, you need to be yes, men and women. It's the time of yes right now for you, Aquarius. So, because literally one of the cards I turned over says, just say yes.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
So, there are times like I've been getting boundaries for so many people. Aquarius, you just have to say yes. So whatever's coming up, say yes. Also, I'm getting partnership, and this could be partnership romantically and in business, because the way that it reads, partnership, there's this potential of like getting closer or calling in partners or feeling partnership feels really strong for you, Aquarius. And the only caveat to that is make sure that you're not repeating past patterns, because you're going to get poked at some things, as the holidays tend to do. And it's like, make sure that you don't, it could be really easy to just do, well, like the person leaves the toilet seat up and then you blow up and it turns into the same fight or whatever. It's sort of like, don't repeat it. And you're going to see like all this really beautiful coming together. And this other card says sacred convergence. And it's really, the sacred convergence card can also be really about how the masculine and feminine within us become stronger. And then that makes our partnerships better, because we're not needing so much or resenting so much. We feel very aligned here. So Aquarius, you have one of the best holidays, I feel like, if I had to guess so far.
These have been so spot on, but this one especially is so spot on because Matt is engaged and he's getting married soon. So there's just kind of ironic, all the cards. It's like sacred bond and just say yes. And I was like, oh my God, well, this is getting married soon.
I just got chills up my side.
And so he's been so busy with all that. So that's exciting.
That's so beautiful.
I know.
Okay. All right.
Last but not least,
all right,
we have our Pisces.
Okay, Pisces. What do we want to give our Pisces? Let's see here. I really liked this one. This one. I'm going crazy on my cards here. They're all piled up. Okay. Pisces, what do we need to know our watery, dreamy sign? What can we tell you for the holidays? Pisces. Oh, Pisces. Okay. Ooh. Well, the song just switched to Don't Stop Till You Get Enough by Michael Jackson. But really, Pisces, the first card I pull for Pisces is the Fool, which is like, be the adventurer now. Like you don't have to think about risks or worry about weighing decisions or having to, it's like, just go, all while, and then the cards that come after it are sort of like, be open like that, but all while knowing you're still kind of in this in between. But it's almost as if you have to tell the universe, I'm open, show me what else you're going to bring me. Like, what is 2022? Like, where am I going, or what's happening, or bring me this new. At the same time as knowing, like, it's not quite showing up yet, or it might not be clear yet, or you might feel, because I get in between worlds. So it's maybe even like that you're even feeling more meditative or feeling more like, well, I'm not ready for everything. But like I said, it's like you have to be like, I'm ready, show me, even if it's here. I also get the slow down to relax. So it is sort of like being ready for the adventure, but not, it's like I want you to say yes to some adventures that are coming up. like you're not just like, going on a whirlwind tour. Well, no one in your group is a Pisces, right? No. Yeah. No. You're not going on the tour yet. You're not doing anything too crazy. You're slowing down, knowing adventure is coming, and that you can feel things are sort of bubbling up. And it's funny. There's there's an important part of expression in this too. And so if you're a writer, I would say like open yourself up to the writing. If if you singing, there's something about really, if you're an artist painting, like Pisces, it feels like that energy is coming through you, and don't stop it from coming out. So it's not using your voice in the way before where I was like, Scorpio, you've got to like tell it how it is. This feels like in this beautiful, like sharing your creative voice. If you're a blogger or if you're an influencer, like Pisces, it feels like more of that in a way that's like put yourself out there, even if you don't know where it's leading yet, really put yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it, my friends.
Those are all the signs. Wow, that was amazing.
Yay.
Snaps. I love you so much. It's so cool to hear all the different signs too, because generally we just have like a one-on-one kind of reading, but that was so awesome. I love that.
That was so like much. A little bit intimidating for me because I'm used to just doing it. But by the way, I was supposed to be writing my real tarot scopes all day and I was so blocked. And I feel like I was saving it all for here because I was like,
yeah, I know. They were beautiful. They were flowing right out. I was like, wow.
I'm like, I just needed your energy to pull it out of me.
Yeah, it was so cool to witness, like in person. I was like just staring at you like, wow. Well, that's Angie, really cool. Thank you so much. This was so fun. Yes. I love you. I hope everyone had so much fun hearing their holiday horoscopes. Everyone take care of yourselves and love you guys.